there, welcome back. Thanks for being here. I have this. It's been sitting in my filming room where I get ready over here for several weeks, maybe at least 6, maybe a couple of months. And basically what it is a comment question that was left on one of my YouTube videos, and I had other people, other viewers comment on her comment, which told me this needs to be addressed here in a video. And it has to do with letting go, raising children and letting go. I will read it, and I don't know which video this came in on. So if you're watching today, the person who left this or the person who said, yes, I want this too, yes, let me know. Let me know in the comment section below. I have a topic I'm wondering if you might address in a future video. I'm not sure if it would resonate with your audience as a whole, but where you are in your timeline as a parent to daughters is significant to me. I am curious how you figured out how to handle yourself in terms of your boundaries of being a parent to your adult or nearly adult children, and how you've let them go emotionally in terms of handling the separation of them growing up and moving out. Another person, I would like that too. Another person, yes. Another viewer, yes. How you let go. This is a great question. Now, let me just say this. Okay, Paul and I have been married for 32 years. We have 5 adult children. Our youngest, Chloe, many of you know her as Pips. Now she's Chloe. She will be 19 this month. Just in a few days, she will be 19. And all of our children, they're out on their own. They're all out on their own. And I can say they're thriving. They're succeeding. They are successful. They are self-reliant, smart. They are just doing great. They are adulting well. Now, does that mean that they have no struggles? No, not at all. Because we will all always have struggles, right? So this doesn't mean they're perfect. This by no means comes from perfect parenting. The nice thing about the parenting that Paul and I did was we never had expectations to be something it couldn't be, which is perfect. That's just impossible. So that was never the role or the goal, was to be perfect parents or to have perfect children. I will share this. We have a beautiful, amazing, beautiful relationship with our daughters, with the gentlemen in our lives, our 3 sons-in-laws and 2 boyfriends, and our grandchildren. We have a beautiful, it is just the most beautiful blessing. But I do believe that was created, and that doesn't mean we're perfect. We get along. There's no discord. There's no animosity. We have so much respect for one another. And the other thing we have is boundaries if they need it. So I love what this person put about being in the same timeline. I'm curious how you figured out how to handle yourself in terms of your boundaries of being a parent to your adult or nearly adult children. Well, it's not just me creating boundaries with them. It's they also create boundaries with me and with us, with Paul and me, right? Boundaries are not unhealthy. They're healthy. And one of the great skills that, again, our whole family has is we do not believe that everyone needs to see through the same lens as us, including each other, have the same beliefs in every area, have the same goals, have the same views, okay? I have 2 daughters who are parents. They parent similar, but they parent different. My daughters that don't have children, I could see them parenting similar, parenting different. My two daughters who parent similar to how I did, yet differently than I did. And no one is trying to demand that I know best, or it was my way, it's my way, or you need to see things, you need to do things, you need to behave, have an attitude, have goals, have values, have beliefs similar to me. That is where the problems come in. And that is where this emotional tug to not being able to let go, what you're not able to let go of if you're struggling to let go is having it my way. Yes. I can't let go because they're not quite doing things my way or seeing things my way. Well, the boundary is let go of that, take your finger off of it, because now they're adults. They will figure it out just like you had to figure it out. And it doesn't have to be your way. Let them see through their own lens. Let them have their own values. Let them have their own beliefs. That's the walk of life. That's how relationships grow. That's what cultivating a relationship is having respect for other people. And our adult children are no different. The other thing is we're on the same playing field now. I'm no longer raising you. And while, yes, I will always be there, Paul will always be there for our kids. Instantly, if you need us, we're there. We are there right then and there. We will drop everything for our children. I'm sure many of you can relate. But we don't meddle. We don't helicopter. We don't try to fix their problems. They will let us know. They will guide us. We're on the same playing field. My 5 adult daughters, they're called adults, and I'm an adult. We're all adults. It's not this. It's not I'm up here, they're down here. We're all here now, right? And they have strengths that exceed my strengths. Where I may be weak, they could be strong. Believe it or not, that can happen, right? Just because you're the parent doesn't mean you know more. You have to let that go. You have to be fun. If you're still hounding your adult children and they don't want to spend time with you, there's a reason. I firmly believe that adult children that pull away from their parents, there's a reason. There's a reason, yes. And you may have created that. As the parent, you may have created that and you may still be creating that. So see yourself more equal. Know that you have weaknesses, and you may even go to your children and say, how do you do that? Can you teach me that? Or I love how you're doing that. We need to acknowledge and validate them. Let them know you're here for them. The thing about people, all of us, is we want to be seen and heard. See your children and hear your children. Let go of the knee-jerk reaction to come back and fix their problems. Often they just want to share. If there's one thing I've really observed about my girls, is they love to go to me just to vent, just to share their struggle. I don't need to come back and fix it for them. They'll let me know. They'll say, hey, Mom, what do you think? If they don't, I'm there to listen. That's it. Just listen. And that's the boundary. So cultivate them, your adult children, setting boundaries with you. Cultivate that. When our daughters had children, we asked them, you let us know. Where do you need us? That's what we shared with them. Do you want us to come to the hospital? Do you want us to come visit the day you get home from the hospital? Do you want me to prepare a meal? You're the guide. Do you want us to just disappear for a week and not reach out because you want your time? You let us know. We support whatever you want and we don't read into it. I tell my girls all the time, I'm not going to read into anything. Just be honest, right? And that's what we do. And we're so accepting and loving. So how do you let go? It's letting go of things being your way. Letting go of the fear that they're not going to be okay. Most of our setbacks in life, our emotional setbacks, come from a place of fear. So you have to lean into that. You have to identify, what am I fearing with my adult children? Am I fearing not being accepted, not being needed? All these things, that's for you to work on, but that's not their responsibility to work on your needs. That's your responsibility. So back off, give them some space. The other thing, You must have fun with your kids. And I don't just mean your adult children. You must have fun with your kids when you're raising them. If it's always serious, 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 and you're no fun, they will not want to be with you later in life. And I see this all the time. I see this all the time. I just do. And it's because parents are still trying to parent. Now we just get to enjoy one another. So it's time to enjoy. This is a season of finally really enjoying your children. You've done your job. You good and faithful servant. You've done your job. Take your finger off of it. And know that they have the Lord in their life. The Holy Spirit is guiding them. They are not alone, even if they're not with you. You must trust and have faith. But you need to take your finger off of it. Work on yourself during this season. It's the best gift you can give yourself. Put your time and energy in areas where you can expand, increase, and grow as a person. If you want more on parenting, I have a parenting workshop coming up starting January 1st. In the description box below will be a link to where you can get more information on that. Now, this video is probably more for if you're in the season of parenting, whether small children or older children, but I cover a lot of topics in that. In that workshop, it's a 2-part series where I facilitate in video 1, and then you come back for video for a live Q&A where I can address topics. But grown children can be the best season. My girls are truly, truly the biggest blessing for me. And I absolutely love and adore them. They are my best friends. And I couldn't be more thrilled and ecstatic. I talk to them every single day. Not all of them every single day. I have a couple that I talk to every single day, probably because the grandkids are involved. I mean, we have a texting thread that today is just blown up. Just blown up. It's just blown up, blown up. It's just nonstop. This is all of us with our daughters, with our sons-in-laws. And I think it's available to anyone, but it doesn't happen by chance, right? It happens by cultivating, praying for your children, praying for your family, having faith in the Lord, knowing that God has His hands on them in your family. And, you know, they will have mishaps. They will make choices that they have to learn from, just like you did and you still do. All right. I could go on and on. I love talking about my children. I really do. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Some other things to note. Let's see. Don't forget Christmas gift guides. That's all available. I'll have links in the description box below where you can get some gift recommendations. Be sure you're signed up for my newsletter. Every time I publish a video, a newsletter goes out, several per week. Be sure to check out my recent videos. I have a lot of great topics. Don't forget that I have a bloopers video coming out the last day of the year. This will be, I think, my 5th year doing a bloopers. That's going to be interesting, so mark your calendar for December 31st. We are fully into the holiday season. It is so crazy. Check out my recent purchases videos. I have 2. There's probably some gift ideas for that. And 3 Week Intense has closed for quarter 4. If quarter 1 dates have been published and you can register, that will be in the description box. And there you go, lots of nuggets, but I'd love to see you in the parenting workshop. Thanks for being here. Take care.